He said, when
Welcome to Nissan
don't
Stadium
talk to
in
me about no
Nashville,
Seattle
Tennessee.
education. What do he running off? One brain cell that can cut in great place. Okay, not gonna lie, she kind of cooked. She kind of cooked right there. She kind of cooked. Eighth grade, scared. Okay, that's the best you can do, man. I guess. Fucking start off there, and you can come up with something else. Pitiful. Today should be a good day for JJ McCarthy. Today should be a good day for JJ.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Hey, smash Bronco. Hut, hut.
On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's got it at the 5. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss. And
he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Cup 19, Cup 19, ready?
Throwing from the gun here. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
18 rattler. Ready, ready. Check go.
They go play action on 1st. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
That is just a big-time individual effort, Kate, defensively. First, he takes the ball away, and then he's looking for points, right? He turns from defense to offense, and one more move, and he might have broken it to the house.
Ready?
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Go!
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
After 60.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set.
And they take him down right along the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Panther 11. Set. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Okay, break.
It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points
Let's go
here.
now. Go.
They'll run here with Jones. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Come on, set, go. Set up.
This is Pollard running left. They get 18 yards out of it, and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down possession. But they will take that execution every time.
Ready.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds his man Rice. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set.
Now a give to Spears, coming left. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Head,
Ready.
get what you need.
Play action on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 9. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go! Check go!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it down close. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. And the kick is good. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10.
Shut up! Hey, check that, street, street. Hut, hut.
From the gun, Jones gets it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos. Set. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Has him on the quick hit. Bouncing football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from him literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Ready, break.
Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10.
Hut.
Throwing now, following the turnover. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
As a man, Justin Jefferson. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Come on, set.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. The Vikings looking for a score just before the break. They're set up at the 35 now.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Minnesota. If anyone is still doubting that this guy has an NFL caliber arm, Brock, add that to the list of highlights he can use in his defense. That was an NFL throw.
And gotta be such a confidence builder. Yes, the game is faster. Yes, the windows are smaller. But when you execute with precision, touchdowns can follow.
Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Here we go. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Nice spot here for the
19,
offense.
right
It's
here.
2nd and 1.
19 type. 19 type. 19 Lion. Get up.
From the 39. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Ready, ready.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And oh, he got it. Interception. And the Vikings take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Ready, set.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Set.
They've got a man in motion.
Hut, hut.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field
Nice,
position.
McCarthy.
By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone
go.
of this drive.
Ready, ready.
Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect
Go!
yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, so they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he tried to finesse that one far too much. It doesn't come close to the landing zone, so set this drive up at the 40. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
60 Bobcat. Set up.
Throwing it just before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready?
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up
Ready up.
second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Ready? Go.
On play action now, McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd
Let's
down.
go now. Head up.
McCarthy to throw it. Completed right side to Addison. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Come on.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ready? 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Here we go. Set. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged the bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Set. Ready, ready.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Getting out to his left. Broke him out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Smith able to put it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Unlock Lion. Let's go.
On the ground, Pollard. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A 1st and 5 to begin this drive following the penalty.
Go!
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
From the 35 on 2nd down. That throw finds Okonkwo. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he can make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Look at all this time. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 8. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the
touchdown, Tennessee. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Check out.
Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Here we go, set. Warrior 70.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings bump the lead up to 13 points. Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started.
Bravo,
First
80,
and 10.
18, Pioneer. Set. 19 tight. 19 Lion. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. And he got this close to midfield before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Titans will have a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Let's go. Hup.
Back to pass on first and 10. He lofts it deep left. What a dive. I think he caught it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Titans ball, and they could use a score. They come into the fourth trailing. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
Down. Ready.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Escapes out to the left.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal.
Set up. 19 Tiger. 19. Go.
They run the counter to Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now, here's third and goal.
Set. 70 Lion. Get up.
Dropping back to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans now within one score in the fourth. Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. First and 10. Now we give up the middle to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. A
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, come on. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Breaks the tackle, still going. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Titans will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready? Buffalo 18. Set go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
They give to Pollard from the gun. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready?
Back to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Go! Set go! Ready?
Right back to Pollard. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Shut up!
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans trail by 6. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set! Go!
This time it's a passing play. Caught by Pollard. So they'll decline this and take the results. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Reload! Reload!
Again, a run with Pollard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Flush down now to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now with extra points, we'll give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
Ready, break!
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Hurt! Set, go!
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
18 Rattler! Ready!
Setting up to pass. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. That one is good. And that, folks, is your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Right, ready to send this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Panther 11! Here we go! Chop 60! Hut!
One final shot here. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.